For some time now, we've had conversations on movies, films, and all that. And one of the biggest conversations in Ghana is the film industry today. It's not just about cameras, scripts, or star actors. It's about the backbone of filmmaking, the crew. If you remember, a few weeks ago, we had the likes of Socrates, we had the likes of Miracle Films, we had the likes of...
a number of them.
Yes, Shirley has been here, quite a number of them. And the conversations have been, they have been difficult, they have been different, they have been in so many ways. Sometimes we wonder and we keep asking questions if we will get to where we want to be. But trust me, without a strong, well-trained and efficient crew across all departments, productions struggle to meet international standards. And in fact, Ghana often finds itself flying in more than half of its crew for major projects. Now, this reality actually gives countries like South Africa a huge advantage. And one of our rivalries, we always say Nigeria. We're always on them. But yes, it is what it is. So from production managers, cinematographers, to sound mixers, art directors, makeup artists, look, the list goes on. And it's not just about filling the roles, but about building a sustainable ecosystem where Ghana can stand tall as filmmaking hub. So today we're joined by someone who understands this very well. This is not her first time here. It's not like she's never done this before. I'm sure you've heard her name. You've probably even seen her productions, but you haven't met her. You haven't heard her speak. But you have read so much about her. She's an award-winning international filmmaker whose works has actually taken her across continents. Yet you always keep an eye on the development of Ghana's own industry. And that is why I say that in as much as she's not here, when you go on her social, she is active.
She's very present.
She's very present and she would not leave any stone unturned. Maybe you've seen productions like Sinking Sands, I Sing of a Well. Kwame, which other ones again?
Ties That Bind.
Wow.
Like Cotton Twine.
My goodness. Yeah. And those were unique titles, you know. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Leila Djansi.
Woo!
And yes.
You should totally go work.
No, we should have added another name. There is one name people don't know.
Which one?
Mokpokpo.
Oh, that's Mokpokpo.
Mokpokpo.
What is Mokpokpo?
It means hope.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, my grandmother gave me that name because I was born at 7 months and they didn't think I was going to survive. But I'm here.
Well,
so now you know we follow you on Facebook.
Yes.
I think on my birthday I made a post and I said I take full
yeah.
Was it I forgot what word I used, but I bought into the name finally. That is the name my grandma gave me.
Why don't you write it though? Yes. Why is it not part of your names?
It's so long.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my grandma actually calls me Mock.
Okay.
She used to call me Mark. I'm like, and one of my aunties still calls me Mark. I'm like, stop it.
Okay, so there you go. And we have you here today. We're so excited. It's not to say you don't come to Ghana. You do come to Ghana.
Yeah.
But when you come, at some point, like you sort of, you have your own personal things you come to do. We hear she's in and the next minute she's out. But today we're happy that you made that time to, have conversations like this with us this morning here on Daybreak Hitz. But how has it been? How have you been in general?
It's been a little rough. My sister had a stroke in August of 2020. Wow. And so I kind of took a break to nurse her. So I nursed her for 2.5 years and then she died. And after she died, my brain just exploded.
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember that
brain
really
exploded. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to work. I really just didn't want to do anything anymore. But, with like therapy, counseling, very good friends, I'm kind of slowly getting back into the swing of things. So we'll see.
So sorry to hear that. I remember it very well.
Yeah.
I remember.
5 years ago.
5 years ago.
Yeah, she got sick 5 years ago, but she died in 2023. So 2 years now. Yeah, almost 2 years.
Thank God that it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Thank God that you've recovered and you're back in the space.
On the mend, yeah. It
Welcome
hits
back.
you sometimes, but thank you.
When you come to Ghana, anytime you come back home, how do you feel?
I've always been excited to come back, like always been excited. But for some, it was weird. I was telling Newsweek and my cousin that when I got out of the airport on this particular trip, I was like, oh my God. But again, I know it's part of my healing, grieving, you know, it's part of all of that. Because, you know, I still have survivor's guilt. It was just the two of us. So it's like, okay, my life is moving on and she's dead. And so that whole thing, it kind of hit me when I came out. You know, so, but I'm good. I'm good. I stay busy.
Yeah.
Try to you know, pack my days.
Well,
yeah.
I know that in all of it, no matter what, film is still your baby. Film is something you eat, drink, you watch, like you're so observant. And it's not to say it's just about Ghana. I watch you also, you know, make notes of some productions, even some actors, but the way they speak, the way they express themselves, I see that you always do that. But in all of this, you're watching all, but you always have your eyes on the industry
this
as well.
Is home, yeah.
Yes.
This is home. If it works for all of us, you know?
Exactly.
Because, I mean, there's so much discrimination in Hollywood that why don't you want to just stay at home, work at home? Everybody looks like you, everybody sounds like you understand each other, you eat the same food, you know. This is home. So, and then there are so many stories here that, I mean, I personally want to tell. You know, like we were at the Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park, and I was like, why has there not been a feature on Kwame Nkrumah?
Yeah.
Like so many years now. What is going on? You know?
What is the answer?
What's the answer?
Okay, so I think a lot of people have not conceived a story, right? They've not conceived a story. And then if you do conceive a story, the budget.
Okay.
Because you cannot do it on like $150,000. No.
Yeah.
It's got to be, and then the angle from which you take it has to be international so you can market it. So now you have a catch-22. You need to upscale it, make it a very international film. But to make a very international film, you want that budget, but you want to also make it commercial enough because your audience is not going to be in Ghana, unfortunately. Ghana people will not be able to support it enough to get you your money back. So you do need like international support and international distribution. You know, you need international consumption if you are going to put that money in and get that money back. Unless the government will sponsor it, which I think they should, then it doesn't matter whether you make the money back or not. You know, you put it in schools, you put it at the park. That would actually be great.
Yeah.
You could even VR it. Like, you know, Ludwig, my producer, was talking about doing a movie and then doing a VR experience. So when you go to the park and you put on the VR glasses, you can actually experience the movie in 3D or as yourself or as through his lens, you know. The government should sponsor it.
I think government is supposed to do that.
Yeah.
That is when, not if, when, or should I say if? Let's say if, because you see anything's possible. That is if the film fund is finally in place. Maybe.
I mean, when I say government sponsor it, as in like have an institution or back somebody to do it. Because personally, I don't believe in the film fund. I really honestly don't. I think it's premature.
Okay.
Because there is no distribution. If you give the film fund, how are they going to... People think, we're just going to put it on YouTube. I'm sorry. YouTube is going to collapse very soon. There's so much...
really?
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's so much congestion on YouTube. And they're always changing their policies. So if you go... And now I feel like it's seriously oversaturated. If you oversaturate it, they're going to reduce the earning. So how much are you really going to earn on YouTube if you put... You know, if you just say, I'm going to just put the film on YouTube and then you have piracy, somebody's going to download the film. And again, why would I spend money and make a film and then just put it on YouTube? You want people to have the experience. Cinema, you know, stream at home. You want to have a proper platform for the film. If I garnish food, why do I want to serve it in something that's not, the holy grail almost, right? So I think there should be a film fund, but I feel like the way it should be structured is not the conversation that's ongoing.
All right.
If I were to be a policymaker and there's a film fund, I'll do what Botswana is doing. I would give it to films that are coming from outside. Okay. So you attract that investment.
Right. As in foreign films?
Yes.
You get it.
So if you're a foreign film and you're coming to film in Ghana, like Botswana will give you $1 million if you're coming to film in Botswana. Technically, that money is never going to leave Botswana. You're still going to spend that money in Botswana because foreign films have regulations. There are union rates that you have to pay the crew. There are union rates that you pay the cast. There are standard rates that you pay for shipping. So if someone is coming to Ghana to make a film and Ghana says, okay, if you come to film in Ghana, we'll give you $250,000. If you give me that money and I'm bringing in a foreign film, I know where to spend that money. I'm going to probably spend it on hotels, on airlines, on food. At the end of the day, the money stays here. It doesn't go anywhere.
Okay.
You get it? And then you're actually attracting them to spend more. Because how much are you going to give to a Ghanaian filmmaker? $10,000? $25,000? Which they're never going to make back. That pool is not going to be resourced. What's the point? It will dry up. Nigeria did it. It dried up. It will dry up. It will be surrounded by conflict. Give that money to attract foreign investment.
And they're going to also promote tourism when they shoot at the various places.
Exactly. Because I just came to Ghana to do a scout. And some of the places, we went to this place called Stone City in Asesewa. I was like, oh my gosh. It was...
Eastern region?
Yes.
Asesewa?
Yes.
Okay.
Like the most amazing location I have ever seen. Rock formations, natural rock formations. And then when you're on some of the rocks, you see the Volta Lake. That is a futuristic location that anybody will shoot in.
Wow.
So if you ask me, I'm not... If you give the money to foreign productions, it will still trickle down to the local productions.
Okay.
Because then now you can hire that crew. Because now you get a lot of foreign productions, and the foreign productions are automatically training the local crew, and they're working on bigger films, getting bigger money, spending that money here. So you should actually boost more of the international.
But Leila, the act for the fund says that the fund will be used for education purposes, as in if you have a documentary or a film on education, or maybe you are doing something like the Kwame Nkrumah thing you mentioned, then the supports in that regard. So it is not a fund that is going for or to every filmmaker. So there are specified films that will attract this fund.
But again, the fund will dry up. Let's be honest. How many Ghanaians watch documentaries? Have you ever been to the cinema to watch a documentary?
No.
Okay, you answered. The fund will dry up. You want a fund that is sustainable, that money goes back into. If Georgia says we're giving 35% tax incentives for you to come and film in Georgia, they're doing it because the money is going to stay in Georgia.
Yeah.
Right? And if you even screen the film, you're going to still pay taxes to Georgia from the screening. If you screen in Georgia, if you open in theaters in Georgia, you're still going to pay taxes in Georgia. And usually you should also have like a Georgia LLC. So again, the money stays.
All right.
So the pool is resourced all the time. Somebody's feeding the pool. So unless they can come up with a structure that continues to feed that pool, so the pool resources itself, then you're just going to be putting, it's like taking baskets to the stream.
Yeah.
You fetch, it depletes, you fetch, it depletes. And then very soon the government will be like, it's not sustainable, and then it collapses. That's what happened in Nigeria. Now the fund is no longer available. So
interesting.
Moving away from fund, before you come in, moving away from the fund, a few years ago, the NFA also established what they call the Shoot in Ghana initiative. What do you make of that?
I think that is.
Inviting
I don't
foreigners
know
to come
about it, but
come
I
and shoot
just
here.
from the title you've given
Yeah.
the whatever name it has, I think it's perfect.
Okay.
That's what should happen. But when I brought my crew for the scout, we had a lot of issues because
Wow.
yes, come and shoot in Ghana, but is Ghana ready? Right? Is Ghana ready? Crew. Locations, yes, the locations are there. Like when we went to Stone City, immediately we pulled up, there was trash everywhere. I think some people had a party and the whole place was completely trashed. There was poop, there were weird stuff. It was really bad. But assuming maybe a private organization or a private person or even the Ministry of Tourism takes over that place
Yeah.
and perfects it, where people can go there, you film there, you get a permit to shoot there. Like you pay the permit to the Eastern region, and then you pay the permit to a location fee to the location. Then now somebody's taking care of that property,
Okay.
right? But come shoot in Ghana, but is Ghana ready? So there are a lot of things we need to do before we can even confidently say, again, going back to Botswana, if you Google Botswana Arise, that's what they're doing. A private individual went to the government and said, I will build sound stages, I will build film schools, I will train the crew, and then I will bring in the foreign investment. You just set up the enabling environment, which then the government said, okay, we will do the tax incentive, which is the $1 million if you film in Botswana.
Wow.
Leila, does it take us back to that conversation where we had there's a girls trip movie that was supposed to be shot in Ghana, and then later we heard stories about the fact that they couldn't come, there were issues here and there, and it was pretty much annoying because we're like, what is the issue? Till date, I haven't really heard of any particular reason as to why that didn't happen, but the whole story out there was that they couldn't do it. And was it because we were not ready at the time? You think we were not ready, that is why it didn't happen?
I don't know what happened with Girls Trip. What I do know personally from Girls Trip is the writer is a friend of mine, and she said she was not done writing.
Okay.
But I think there was a point where the director was in Ghana, and then he went to South Africa. So I was like, oh my goodness, dude, went to South Africa? What's going to happen to bringing the film to Ghana? But what I discovered I've shot in Ghana, large scale, but this other film that I want to potentially shoot here is a much, much bigger scale. And when I brought the team, we panicked because it was going to be more expensive to shoot here than to even shoot in the States.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like we keep hearing that, Kwame. We keep hearing these
It's more
stories.
expensive.
Like you remember,
I think Sedufia also mentioned that
it was
shooting in
less
Nigeria was
expensive than
than shooting in
Ghana.
Ghana.
Yeah.
He mentioned the equipment,
Because you have to ship
resources.
in. Yes, you have
And
to
he said,
ship in everything. See, that is, I feel like, where the government can subsidize. If the government can come out and say, okay, if you are an equipment rental house, you get so and so in rebates.
Yeah.
Right? So we are so they can go to Panavision and say, if you open an office in Ghana, we'll give you this incentive. You go to, a South African company that's a G&E company, or even a Nigerian company that's a G&E company, and tell them, if you open a facility here, we would give you rebates or something. Or, I wasn't going to say this, but I'll say it. If you go to another country that is film resourced and say, okay, if foreign crew coming to work in Ghana would take the equipment and crew from you, maybe say like Turkey, we'll take then, because Turkey already has a base in Ghana, right? So if the Ghanaian government can go to Turkey and say, foreign films that take their crew and equipment from you get an incentive from Ghana. So now all the foreign companies will go to Turkey, pick up equipment, pick up crew, come shoot in Ghana, and then get an incentive. But at the end of the day, the money is actually coming here.
Yeah.
right? So you need those kind of relationships. You need those production treaties with, countries that are film resourced, right? That already have business interest here, that understand how, so the Minister of Foreign Affairs has some work to do.
Now, over the years, you have done this with the movies we mentioned earlier. You have done all of this. I remember you've built sets in Ghana. You literally one of the people who, showed certain kind of things here in Ghana. And at some point, maybe, should I put it, due to frustration here and there, you packed and you left. Looking at the time you left and now, following the space and, I'm sure you've been talking to one or two people who also work here and all that. Has there been any changes where you think that coming back, when I left this change and I think that when I come in, I put this in together, I'll be able to get my work done? Has anything changed?
I think things have gotten worse. I guarantee you. I do really think things have gotten Yeah, things have actually gotten worse, because you would think things would have gotten better. They actually got worse. And that's what, after the Scout, I was so deflated. I told Ludwig I was going to shoot in Connecticut.
Things have gotten worse.
Is it that bad?
Oh, yeah, things have actually gotten worse.
Wow. Is it that bad?
Oh, yeah, things have gotten worse.
And you see, is it that we don't realize these things? Because you see, we wake up every day and the criticism that comes to the movie industry sometimes is so bad, it's so heartbreaking that, sometimes you even meet these actors and it's like we are not even supposed to discuss it because there's no future for it, even though there are others who are still fighting and striving to make it stand. So that means some of these things are really affecting and crippling the space, making 100%. It difficult for people to work.
100%. I think with the world becoming a global village, with digital distribution, digital exposure, people have become worse. I mean, I feel like people in general have actually become worse human. I feel like we've become worse human beings, right? So filmmaking, what I've seen is filmmaking has become more of a me thing than an us thing. And filmmaking is supposed to be an us thing. It's supposed to be a team players that come together to get films done. But everybody wants to be the only person. So there is that, because for me, if I know of a distributor and your film needs distribution, I'm going to introduce you. I don't have a problem with that. But this is what happens when you do that. The person you've introduced is going to want to sever your relationship with the distributor. So everybody now, I keep saying that we function in cliques over here, but you kind of understand why. Everybody wants to protect their peace and their energy. So let me just go with my group, because I know them. The devil,
let me and not do us.
Exactly. Each one for him or herself.
Yes. God for us all, right?
No, this is difficult.
Wow.
It's really difficult.
But it's not like there's no way out. There absolutely is. There's totally a way out. The thing is that some of us have tried to introduce the way out, but then, Leila has a God complex. Leila thinks she knows everything. I don't know anything. I don't have a God complex.
How do you feel about that, hearing all those comments?
Hear all those comments.
It's annoying. It's annoying. I'm like, you know what? I could just sit in my little corner and do my own thing.
You hear them say you're difficult?
Oh, a lot. And when somebody says you're difficult, what they actually mean is, I couldn't get away with anything with this person. It doesn't mean you're difficult. It just means they couldn't take advantage of you. Or, they couldn't, like when we introduced the Oscar committee, oh my God, people were trying to circumvent, and then it became, Leila's trying to put her own film in the Oscars. No, it just has to be. They did it so much. I'm like, forget it. I'm so done with the whole Oscar of it all.
Oh, so you left that committee?
Oh my gosh, I really, and they did it at the peak of my sister's sickness. My sister was in a coma, and she was at home, so just waking up and taking care of my sister, and then hearing all of these negativity, it wasn't good for my mental health. I just because you don't know what people are dealing with at home. So,
Yeah.
you know, to just be fabricating stories like, oh, Leila intentionally did not submit this movie to the Oscars. Intentionally, how? Like, I don't have that kind of power. You know, I feel like they don't understand teamwork. So when someone is trying to function in a team, I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't know.
And you have raised several concerns. One that I remember recently, 29th August, is a post that you made on Facebook. It says, the first thing the Ghana film industry needs before anything else is well-trained and efficient crew in all film departments.
Yes.
And then you said the fact that you almost always have to fly more than 50% of this crew is really sad. This is the edge South Africa has over Ghana when major films consider filming locations. We will consider the bad roads and lack of standardized rates later. Make sure you have all the following, not just folks in the assistance section, and say DM me with your IMDb link if you have the requisite experience. And then you listed a long list. Yeah,
a lot. And I asked that, let me say, it's when you don't confirm home.
Tall list.
I asked,
And that's everybody that's supposed to be on a film set, and some of those teams are times 10. Yeah. So on a full crew, you can have up to 100 people. So that's a whole industry. So imagine if we were well positioned with multiple people in these departments. That's a whole industry. That's a whole economy.
So that's a crew alone.
Yes.
Crew alone.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what inspired that post, that tall post?
Because when we did the scout, we sat down to crew up, and then the producer was like, I want to take most of my crew from Ghana, so I feel like we're giving back. So she and Ludwig, like, we want to feel like we're giving back. So we said, okay, can we get an Amora? No. Can we get Pyro? No. What about a gaffer? No. What about a grip?
Then a
No.
You're not film people, so
Yes.
So an Amora, because there are guns in the film.
okay.
So somebody who handles the guns.
Okay.
So that's just the person's job. If there's
Okay.
a gun on your film, there's an Amora. That's the opens, reloads, hands it over to the appropriate person.
Okay.
So that's an Amora. You need. So if you have a gun, you have an Amora. Nobody else touches the gun, just the Amora. And then the Amora and the AD work with the guns. A pyro, because there are people who are going to be set on fire. Pyro
Okay.
is responsible for lighting fires.
yeah.
So, you know, they're part of the visual effects team and also the special effects team. But you can have a separate pyro, or you can have a special effects person who knows how to do pyro. But if you don't have, because, like, there are ways we can light you on fire, but you won't burn. Right? Yeah. And we don't do it in post-production. There are chemicals that we use, and you'll be flaming,
Okay.
but you won't burn. Right? And it's expensive. Like, if I light you on fire right now, that's $10,000, one take.
Hey,
Yeah.
$10,000.
Yes, because it's dangerous.
That's a movie to be shot and put on YouTube.
I know exactly.
You can shoot a movie and put on YouTube for that.
then let's use petrol and menu.
Yeah. So take two, $10,000.
Wow.
Take three, $10,000. That's how expensive. That's how valuable. So imagine if we had all these,
Wow.
right? Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And you made a comparison between Ghana and South Africa. Why South Africa?
All of these people exist in South Africa. Because when we say we don't have, then the South African team is like, oh, we can get it.
Yes.
We can get it.
Can get it.
We can get it. We can get it. Ludwig got upset.
So then that means everything is literally coming
Everything
from
is
South Africa then.
even the production designer was like, he was going to bring his lead carpenter. I'm like, carpenter chewa kocho South Africa go back here. Carpenter la senior day, you know. But they wanted to bring everybody.
Wow.
Yeah,
And we don't
it
have,
really
we don't
broke. It
have all
really
that
broke
in
my
Ghana.
heart. The carpenter part annoyed me. I'm not even gonna lie. I just rolled my eyes. I'm like, you know what? Y'all ain't serious. But I get where he was coming from, because it's a thing of language and art. They are carpenters, but are they artistic enough to work in the film industry and create sets? If the production designer says, I want this way, do they understand the art of creating a film set, building slats and flats?
Okay.
Right? So if I go to a carpenter and I said, I want to build an interior set and I want to use flats, does he understand? Or that people are going to be slammed into the wall, or things like sugar glass, framing for sugar glass. Do you understand how those things... I get where he was coming from. And that's why I said we need crew beyond assistants, because when you bring productions here, the only people you can get are assistants.
All right.
Not the real people.
All right.
Yeah.
And I hear you are bringing together some crew members for an event.
That inspired us. When that happened, Ludwig, my producer, he was like, this is ridiculous. I'm going to put together a mixer, because he was very sure that people were there, that we just don't know them. Right? So it's an avenue to look for the people, look for them, so we do not have to go bring people from South Africa.
Okay, so do we have them? Have you looked for them?
Well, that's why we're having the mixer. So if you are any of these departments, please show up. Please show up. Yeah.
When is it happening?
Sunday, the 14th, at the Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park.
Okay. This Sunday?
This very Sunday.
This coming Sunday.
Yeah, and there'll be food, so...
Hey!
Leila.
Can media people come?
Of course, you have to be
media
there.
Media people who
just
are
bring food.
Not coming for the food, but who want to come and learn.
Oh, yeah, we would actually love for you guys to be there, because we need your help to carry this information out there, so people... Because a lot of foreign productions do come here, but they keep using the same people, so no other person is let in, and so with like Ludwig runs the Film Services Ghana, that's actually why he wants to do this, so he would have, so it's not the same person all the time, that there are other people who benefit from these productions that come in, these good pay rates, that pay like $100, $200, $300 a day for like a 3-month shoot. That's good money.
Okay.
That our people should be
making. Now that she even mentioned this, I'm really happy. I think I saw a movie recently. Is it Craven? I watched Craven on the
one you
Netflix.
Spoke to me about.
Yes, and there was this part when they just said the northern part of Ghana, and because I'm from the north, like I could just see the greens. I saw how everything was. It was so beautiful. But then I just asked the one question: where did they pass to enter and go and film that? Because most of them, yes, they come. You probably see them walking around, and you just see them as normal people. But most of them come and do these productions and go, just like you mentioned. And we don't get to learn. We don't get to hear. We only see it, and later we're just happy about it. But then what happened? Did we benefit? How did we benefit? And all that. So it's pretty tough, and it hurts that we probably don't know the ins and outs. So now that you're mentioning you want to do this, I think it's something good, and
you should thank Ludwig for that.
Do we need to pay to be part?
No, it's absolutely free. Just show up. Just show up.
So tell us, what exactly will happen on the day?
It's a mixer. So it's an avenue for the crew to just network with each other. Oh, I have a script. Oh, I'm a producer. I'm looking for projects. Exchange numbers.
Okay.
Oh, I'm an armorer. Oh, great. We need an armorer. Okay, can I take your contact?
Is this going to be a precursor to maybe a training later, a workshop, or summit, or something later?
Hopefully, yeah, absolutely. Hopefully that, because if we find the people, of course, we need to train them, refresh them. So. Yeah, it would lead up to that.
And the focus is only on Ghana?
For now.
Okay, because I know that definitely if you put it out there, there's somebody there are some of our other countries, African countries, when they see, they'll run, they'll come.
It will be great.
Let's finish with this one.
Kwame. But I mean,
it would be great.
The focus being on Ghana, I think.
Yeah, because with Botswana, if you're not Botswana, you cannot be part of the training. They just focus on their people. And I'm so worried about the whole Botswana of it all, because when they take off, I think all the productions in Ghana are gonna run away. That come to Ghana will run away.
Wow.
Because it's gonna be a more viable, conducive environment. Because the government is really working with this private person, you know.
Botswana really does so well with this. I remember 2 years ago, myself and DJ Black were in Botswana, and it was all the government. Like our flight. Yes, everything. We got there and we got to interact. I met the president. Come on, the first lady. I mean, they were doing their thing, and you could tell they really loved art. They love entertainment. So the need to push it and make things happen. Yeah. I'm not surprised at all.
And Steve Harvey is supporting them. So they're gonna get all the productions are gonna run there. So, but it's still Ghana still has the landscape. The people, you know, I feel like our Ghanaian accent is cleaner, so that's another reason they come here also. And then the safety aspect of it all, and then the locations. Because Woman King was supposed to shoot here. I was actually supposed to produce Woman King, and then somehow South Africa.
No, please say that again. You were supposed to.
I was supposed to produce Woman King, and then South Africa took it over. Yeah, so they did shoot in Ghana, but they just shot B-roll at the castles, and that was it. I was really disappointed. But South Africa, they had an edge, so they were able to take it.
Whoa. That was a big movie.
It was, yes. Because I was really offended, because I was like, oh my God, Benin is right here, you know, and Volta region, Togo, Benin, it's one people, you know. And when the movie came out, I was like, nobody even spoke a phone in the film because you went to South Africa. You know, but if you had come here, we could have brought in people from Benin, and there would have been some Afon sprinkled.
There were a lot of commentaries on that.
There was a lot of people were upset. That's why the film didn't do
cultural
well. Cultural
appropriation, a lot of things with that.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I think we should let our friends, our good friends, come in. Robert Clark
and
Adam Mensah Chotome is also right here.
Also, if you're listening to us and you want to be part of the conversation, you have any questions for Leila as well, you can send us messages via WhatsApp number 0548841039, and you can also drop your comments under our post, the live shows as well. So please do bring them. Let's squeeze everything out of Leila today. Because after today,
Sunday,
I don't know when I'll see
4 years later.
Yes, 4 years later. So let's do well to ask all the questions and get
just
the
have my watch ready.
No problem at all.
No salad, no gari. No, sorry, gari wache, no spaghetti.
Okay.
And fish.
All right. Adam.
Yeah, Kwame.
F1.
Oh,
Egbeya mi dogo lafia.
Oh, Jaisa.
What's up, papa?
You can't mess up Egbewa.
Mess up Egbolo.
Okay, good. Okay. Egbeya do Egbe me confused.
Yeah.
Agla, he didn't.
No, but you can speak to this man. Robert, please come closer.
Nyamese, kakame.
I mean, me give to them.
Oko anaiba kaka mata ko no.
Oh, Egbe you mess up my film that way.
But Jojo.
Oh, okay. Jojo told me le Egbe.
Oh, Ludwika.
Adam did not respond.
Guys,
saying a word.
This morning we're having an ever confederation.
But Adam didn't respond.
He doesn't understand ever. He is lost. You are disgracing your dad.
Yeah, Ghana card last year. I don't want your Ghana.
You know what? I don't understand, but
I just that the small one.
What's your name?
The SSL ones.
It's SSL.
Abby was.
It's a really SSL for you.
What's your name? What last name? Day?
Surname. Totome.
You me yon you do cho. Totome.
No, I will.
Chotome.
Chotome. No, I want to understand the language.
Like
Chotome.
You can't tell tomorrow. Tomorrow is Chotome.
Not even you're saying it with like an accent. I get it.
Chotome.
Chotome.
Chotome. They explain to you, eh?
Okay. You're vide.
White man.
It's okay. It's okay. Now, if you have you have any question for Leila, you can drop it now. It's okay.
I mean, Leila has he's done a lot in this. She has done.
He doesn't speak of it.
Oh no, at all.
She has done a lot in the space. And if you're looking at Ghanaian top producers, I mean producers who have done a lot in the space, she's one of the people. I mean, invested would like to take some tips and cues from. But don't you think that at times it seems that if producers or investors are looking at the Ghanaian movie from your lens, it may be a little or more negative. Like I was listening to what you said about we not getting the chance for the woman came and they got to another country and you were disappointed. Don't you think that such commentaries, especially at times you are very, very hard on social media, don't you think it may give us out? And we need to find a way to, balance it, because you see,
say it in that way.
Say it that way.
Because I don't speak to it.
Watch out.
Adam.
It's so funny.
I'm not saying we shouldn't criticize when things are wrong, but maybe at times the tone and other things, don't you think it may give us away and make us lose certain aspect? Because you are like a thought leader in the space. So if an investor look at some of your posts and things, they're like, if this woman is talking, then Charlie, we shouldn't go there.
Well, I agree with you partially, but the person is going to show up, that investor is going to show up and meet the problem anyway. So would you want to be prepared for it? You understand? Because the Bible even says that the child God loves...
We go talk for house.
See, that's the problem we have in this country. Where we want to hide, let's say it quietly, No. It needs to be said outright so we can fix it. Right? A child God loves, he chastises. Right? But in all the chastisement that we get in the Bible is public. You know what I mean? So I hear what you're saying that, don't say it. But when Kerry Fukunaga came to shoot Beast of No Nation, he vowed never to come back here again. And a lot of productions have come and they've had the same complaints over and over again. But that's because we keep talking about the, lehomegbe. Behind the house, right? But if we put it out there, backyard conversations, let's put it out there. Like let's swallow the bitter pill and get the healing.
And what has been the responses of some of those in high spaces in the creative space? How has their responses been to some of these exposés?
I'm gonna say something controversial.
Okay.
Which is, a lot of the people who could fix it benefit from the chaos, so they won't fix it.
They do?
They do. People are benefiting from the chaos, so they are not going to fix it. So until the people who are benefiting from the chaos are removed, you're actually not going to fix this issue.
Are they in leadership? Okay, leadership positions.
They're in leadership
Are
positions.
some removed now?
I don't know. But I know for me, if I think I said it previously, that if you give me an opportunity to say, how should you fix the Ghana film industry, the first thing I would do is to dismantle every guild. Every single guild.
All of them?
I would collapse all of them.
We have Film Crew Association.
I would collapse all of them.
Film Crew.
I
You are
would
laughing.
collapse all of them.
Why?
Because they are obsolete and they are just there as gatekeepers. They're not really doing anything. Collapse all of them and reconstitute them with a different mandate.
Are you aware they don't have a president?
For
Actors Guild. I heard they're in court.
Yeah,
that's the
for
problem.
more than 4 years.
That's one of their strengths too.
Adam, what do you mean by that? Their strength is what? Fighting?
But you have to understand, all the guilds that I've encountered have been like that. Let's go back a couple of years. Hey, Robert, Adam.
So if we were to put a camera on them right now, we would have a movie to watch. It would be in series.
No, but it's not just them. It's every guild. It's because when I came here, when I first got to Ghana, I was engaging with the guilds.
Okay.
And look, Opera Square. Opera Square is the reason Ghana is in this distribution hellhole.
You fired
right
them
now.
some time ago.
Yes. Yes. Opera Square is the reason, because when things were moving digital, right, they were still there taking 500 CD every Monday to control how films are released.
Yeah.
Nobody regulated them. Somebody should have regulated them. Right, but nobody regulated them at that time, and they were just doing whatever they wanted to do, and they stifled the industry so much that when the digital switch happened, I'm not trying to talk down anybody, but those people are not people who understand modern trends.
Yeah.
Right, their era of filmmaking is different, and they didn't really move when things moved. Right, so. How could they have carried the people they lead along? They couldn't carry anybody along because they didn't know where to go. And then the place just collapsed, right? And those same people have now infiltrated guilds and are still benefiting from the chaos. So if you really want the industry, this film industry, to function, dissolve all the guilds. The film bill, I read it.
You didn't like it?
It included the guilds in the bill, which for me is wrong. You shouldn't have the guilds, because there's freedom of association in Ghana, right? Yep. So if I were to form a directors guild in Ghana, I'll form a directors guild, and this is my mandate, to have a benefit package for all the directors who are members. Before you hire any director, you sign on to a collective bargaining agreement that the Directors Guild has. It includes pension, it includes health, standards of pay, standards of service, that sort of thing. So there's a structure, right? And then the guild is able to vote 2 years, 4 years to change the leadership and then have a governing board, right? So before you hire a member of the Directors Guild, you go through the guild. And you sign that I'm going to obey these rules. But this is the thing. The members of the guild have to be obedient enough to follow the rules and regulations. So if every guild does that, the crew, the editors, the actors, the producers actually don't need a guild because they pretty much run the shows. So they are more independent, because producers are the ones we bind to contracts. So if producers follow obey
contracts,
exactly, of the guilds, this industry would work. You get it? This industry would work. But the guilds are not doing that.
And you know, there's this new crop of NFA. Have you penned down something to them?
No.
And have you engaged them since they came?
I feel like that office is politicized, which again shouldn't be so I'm not interested. I will do what I can do for the immediate industry, but anything that's political, I'm not going to be involved in it.
Why?
Because the film industry should not be politicized. It's not politics, it's art.
So the creative people should, those in the film industry should get their people there,
what does
than
that
the
mean?
government appointing to that office.
So the NFA is a government office.
Yes.
They it's supposed to be a relationship. It's supposed to be a relationship between the film industry and the government.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Exactly.
So their job is to do permits, regulate, like people coming in to work, that sort of thing.
And to create some enabling environment.
Exactly, to appeal to the government, or the government passes an enabling environment through them, right? Again, it shouldn't be a centralized office. It shouldn't be in Accra. You should have an NFA in every single district capital or in every district, and probably each of them empowered differently.
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
You get it? So if I'm going to film a wedding in Ho, and I'm going to fly a drone, I go to the NFA office, pay my permit to fly a drone, right? And then now you're actually getting resources for that office, which part of it probably goes to the state, and then the state sees that, oh, okay, there's money coming in. But if I'm going to fly a drone for a funeral in Ho, I'm going to drive to Accra to pay permit. Who's regulating it in Ho? Me flying a drone, who's regulating it?
Please, what's Ho?
A hoe?
True.
Ho.
A hoe?
Yeah. Ape.
Exactly. He speaks better Efe than you do.
Yeah, I do.
He got an Efe girlfriend.
No, his mom is.
My mom is Efe.
Oh, your mom is Efe. Where's she from?
Stop it!
You know, one time someone made a very clear argument about the language you speak, and then what he said was, "There's a reason why they call it mother tongue."
Okay.
I don't want to continue with that. You understand what I'm saying?
I get it.
But
I get it.
So ask if your mother tongue way. You know they speak there.
But I did try.
Better than somebody
Better than some people.
with
This
his name,
one,
right?
his dad is Ewe.
His mom is also an
give me
His mom is Fanti,
give me
and
3
mine
months.
is opposite.
Give me 3 months.
Oh, forget.
I will advise or
2nd
appeal that you pen something to them. The NFA. I mean, pen something.
And
I mean,
then
some
you
of the
want a
ills you've seen
distraction.
in the industry.
Charlie, you see.
You
Weapons of mass.
pen it to them.
Okay. So you are making the appeal
Yes.
so that she
Weapons of-
writes to the
Yes,
NFA.
the fire writes it to them.
I don't have anything.
When
say
you don't
to them.
see
That's
it
the weapons
fixed,
of mass destruction.
yeah,
It's like,
send it to them.
and then,
No, they are very fresh. Send all the ammunitions to them.
Oh.
If
No, but that is just an office. The NFA is just a commission. You understand? They cannot actually control the guild. I mean, I'm talking Hollywood right now. I don't know about how Ghana functions. They don't control the guilds. They actually cannot control the guild. But in this case, Ghana is not federal, so the minister in charge should be the one to dissolve the guilds. Right, and then have them reconstituted.
I mean, even talking about the problems of the many faces of the industry, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, you've raised some in your other letters, open letters. So I wanted.
I'm sure they're on Facebook. They can read it. I don't have to send a letter to anybody.
fire
them
them.
wants more.
No.
Adam, you want more.
No,
them,
no,
them.
Them in particular.
It's okay, Adam. Let's Robert speak.